Hello students, welcome to the class of English Grammar for class 6. Today our topic is articles. I hope the previous topics which we have discussed in the previous videos you have tried to understand well. Now today the fifth chapter of our English grammar book is articles. So here the topic articles is written on the whiteboard and let us recapitulate what we have studied in the previous classes. As you all know that this is a very common topic that we study since class 3rd or 4th. So children, what are articles? Let us discuss that. So the words a, and the are called articles. They are known as articles. Now, you can see here on the whiteboard as it is mentioned, the words a, and the are called articles. And when do we use them? They generally come or they always come before nouns. What are the uses of articles? Before understanding that, we will come to know that how many kinds of articles are there. So there are two types of articles or two kinds of articles. They are indefinite article and definite article. So a and an comes in the indefinite article and the comes in the definite article. Such as a pen, an apple. Some more examples, a doctor or an ice cream. After that, taking the example of definite article, the book, the sun, the moon, or the United States of America. These are some examples of definite and indefinite articles. Let us now try to understand that why a and are called indefinite articles and why the is called the definite article. The main difference between these articles are that a and an are used to talk about something indefinite, any person indefinite in number or anything indefinite. So there we use a and an. But when we speak of any person or anything that is definite or something that is definite, there we use the article the. Let us see here children that how and where do we use articles a and an. Starting with a and an, you can see here on the whiteboard written that the choice between a or an is determined by sound. So what is important to keep it in mind? That whenever we use a or an, we have to see that whether the sound that comes before the word starts with a vowel sound or a consonant sound. So that we very commonly know children that a is used with the words that begin with a consonant and the an is used with the words that begin with a vowel. But starting the word only with a vowel is not enough to understand. To use an, we need to see that the words start with the vowel sound also. Therefore, we can say that an is used before a word that not only begins with a vowel letter but also that begins with a vowel sound. So, sound is very important for using the articles a or an. So here are some examples given in front of you. You can see an, as. Can you see children that a is the letter that is a vowel. So we have used the article an and the sound that comes while pronouncing as is a. After that an enemy. So here is the vowel e and the article an is again placed before it. Here the sound that comes is e. An ink pot. Again, a vowel is placed. Again, a vowel is here written before the article. After the article, an orange. Again, O is used here before. Then, an umbrella. UMBRELLA. Now, you can see here that all the 5 vowels, there are 5 vowels in English alphabet. So, here they all are written in English alphabets. There are 5 vowels: A, E, I, O, U. So, all the 5 vowels are given here. So, while pronouncing these words, the sound A comes, or E comes, or I comes, or O or U comes. So when we pronounce them, it simply gives us umbrella. You can see here in umbrella, the sound A is coming first. And that's why all the words have the article an. The second most important article, A, that is used with the word, before a word that begins with a consonant sound. Again and again I am repeating this word sound. So sound is very important to use an article in before any word in English grammar. So the most important thing is to pay attention whether the word starts with the word that starts, it starts with a vowel sound or it starts with a consonant sound. So after that, here we will see that we use A before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Now the examples which are given here tells us that all these words that are starting with the consonant letters: boy, women, horse, pen. A boy, a woman, a horse, a pen. Now please pay attention, children, that in all these words, by pronouncing them, the sound simply comes boy, B, boy, women, W, horse, H, and pen, so P. So all these sounds that comes are all consonant letters sound, and that's why we use A. Again and again, I would like to tell you, children, or give importance to the sound, that is vowel and consonant. That only makes the difference by using any article A or an. So as we all know, and we have studied, most of the time we have observed that whenever a word starts with a vowel letter, we use the article an. But sometimes, whether the words are starting with a vowel letter, but the sound that is different while pronouncing makes a very great difference, and that's why we don't use the article an. Instead of that, we use a. So let us see some words that are commonly used with the article A. Here it is given: a university, a union, a European, a unicorn. You can see, children, in these words that all these words are starting with a vowel letter. So please pay attention, these are vowel letters. Though they are, we can say that they are vowels, letters, but they are actually not starting or not pronounced with the word, with the letter that is a vowel sound. So the sound is very important here. So while pronouncing them, let us see: a university, a university. Now here in all these words, you can see that university, unicorn, European, unicorn. So which sound we are stressing? Y and U. And this is why the sound that comes YU makes the difference. So while writing or using these words, we always use the article A instead of an, though the letters are starting with vowel letters, the words are starting with vowel letters, we will not use and, instead of that we will use a. Now see here again one example to make how to differentiate between them. Let me show you here with another example, children. An umbrella. Now while we have used an article, whether the word is starting with U, that is a vowel letter, please pay attention that umbrella, while pronouncing, the sound that comes is What is coming? A, umbrella. So don't focus here, just please pay attention that this is A. So here if you focus, you can see that an umbrella, what is the sound coming? A. And that's why we could use the article an here. Simply in the same way, you can see here a 1 rupee note. Why? This is when here the word is starting with a vowel, that is 1 O. Similarly, the words that are starting with the vowel letters O are again used with the article A. Why? Because while pronouncing these words, the sound W comes first. So, as I told you, that sound is very important. So, to decide whether to use the article A or an, we will always pay attention, and in that case, we won't be making mistakes. Now, we will discuss the definite article the. Here, as it is mentioned, the definite article the is used to identify what? A specific noun. Where we use article the when we want to talk about any specific noun or any specific person or thing, such as Shruti wants the black dress. Now here the is referring to a dress, that is a particular dress, specific dress, and she does not want any other dress. So she wants the black dress. In this sentence, article the is presenting or showing that any particular or specific type of dress is required by the person. Now, the article is also used to refer to a noun, to a known noun. The is used when we talk about any particular person or thing before in our sentence. To refer to the same person or thing, we can use the in the second sentence, such as his mother gave him a diary. Now this is a sentence in which the mother gave him a diary. Now the same noun is referred in the second sentence with the article the. The diary had a blue cover. So which diary she is? Here it is talked about the diary that was given by the mother. So this is also, I hope, clear to you children. Now the next point where we use the article the. We use article the before superlatives and words used in the same sense, in the sense of superlative. You have studied in your classes degrees of comparison of adjectives, where you have learned that whenever we talk about the superlative degree, we use the article before them. In the same way, here we are using the with the superlatives of the words, such as he is the best man to ask for help. Now here best is taken in the sense of superlative, and it is a superlative degree that is used with the help of the article the. Some more uses of the article the are given here. Reading these important lines, we will try to understand that the article the is used in how many ways. After those 3-4 points, we are here on the next points. They are, we use the with nouns that were always there. Means the unique nouns that are always in the world, used referred by the nouns, are always there or were always there. With them we use article the sun, the moon, the earth. They are unique, they are one, and that's why with them we use articles the. The is also used with a common noun to represent the whole class. So the is also used to represent a whole class. For that we can use the before the noun. They are, for example, the ant is an industrious creature. Here the article placed before the common noun ant represents that this article is talking about the whole class of ant. Second, after that, with the certain adjectives also we use the article the. For example, the higher we go, the colder it is in the mountains. So this is an example where higher is the comparative degree of adjective high, and colder is also the comparative degree of adjective high, cold. So here before these adjectives, they are used, the articles are used the. So these are the uses of the article the. After that, one more use of article is that the is used with some of the particular words such as the following, the first, the second. These are ordinal numbers. With these numbers also, when they are shown in this form, we use article the. The article is also used before some certain names of books such as the Ramayana, the Holy Bible, the Guru Granth Sahib, etc. Also used with some particular names of countries or places such as the United States of America, the United Nations. The United Nations is an organization with that also, because that is certain and is a name of a particular organization. So we use the article the. So there are many uses of article the, whereby we can make it clear that how to use and where to use them and place them properly. Till now we studied about the articles a and the. So what are they, where are they used? Now we will study that where are these articles not at all used or they are not required. So omission of articles, this is the topic here which we are going to discuss now. Omission means to exclude or not use. So omission of articles, in that we will see that articles a and the are not at all used with these some specific nouns and some specific names of countries, some specific names of days, months, languages, subjects, means, illness and planets. So they don't take any article with them. Let us see and remember them point wise, so that it would be easy for us to understand and remember afterwards. Let us see here. Here are some list of names and nouns that do not take any article before them. The first is proper nouns. So we should always remember, children, that with the proper nouns are specific names of any person, place or thing. So we do not use with the proper nouns names that are of any person. We don't use any article before them, such as, for example, Mr. Jalani or Ravi or any other name you can say of a person. So we do not use other article. Second is some continents, countries and cities. Now with these some continents, countries and cities names also, we do not use article such as Africa, India and any other. Now days and months. So any day of the week, that can be Friday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever. We do not use any article before them. Then names of the months, that can be any month. Here for example I have given one, that is February. That can be March, April, January till December, any month. Now with languages and subjects also we do not use article. such as Sanskrit, physics, maths, chemistry, any subject you can take here. So Sanskrit is a language and a subject too. Hindi is a language and a subject too. So for that you can consider them as a language. Spanish, English, all these are languages and they are taught as subjects too. So here Sanskrit, mathematics, etc. Then meals. You take lunch, dinner, breakfast. You have a particular time for all these things. So these meals are also used without the article the. After that we will see with some illness, names of some diseases we do not, or any sickness or illness we do not use articles. They are toothache, fever, paralysis or any other. And then comes planets. With such some certain planets name, we use the article the, such as the sun. We call them, it is considered in the solar system, so we say the sun, the moon. They are unique. That's why we use the with them. Although moon is not a planet, it's a satellite. Still, some of the planets such as Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto, Mercury, Venus, whatever there are names, they are not used with the article the. So these are points which you should remember and try to just to collect all the things together and study further for the to make the point article and the topic article clear to you. So here we finish the topic articles, lesson number 5, that is in English grammar. After that, in the next video lecture, I will be discussing the question answers or exercises of the, not question answers, but the exercises of the chapter to make the things more clear. Till then, study, revise these points and try to remember articles nicely.